So, ladies and gentlemen, here is my view on this player. Without him, the Kansas City Royals would have not have won the 1985 World Series. If anything, he was kind of the straw that stirred a drink for the squad because on a team of light hitting infielders and outfielders, he would go deep quite often. And he was a throwback athlete. Like he looked like a softball league player. Big guy from Brockton and like a handsome guy, but like I said, looks like a throwback. And they called him Bye Bye because of his home run hitting prowess. His course has got to be the great Steve Balboni. Now, born and guessed in Brockton, January 1657, played with the Yankees twice, the Mariners, the Royals, and the Texas Rangers. He was a major league player with home run power and a tendency to strike out. I think his worst season, do you say 166? I think it was higher than that, but it's the stats we have is 166, so we'll go with that. Now, nicknamed Bye Bye again because of his home run hitting power. He was also known by the nickname Bones, which is a malapropism for Balboni. He's also known for the curse of the Balboni, an idea written about by Remy Jazzarelli, who said no baseball team with a player hitting more than 36 home runs for that squad could win the World Series. Since Balboni was the last player to hit 36 home runs and win the World Series, the curse bore his name for a number of years. It ran from 85 until Luis Gonzalez and the Arizona Diamondbacks broke it with the 2001 World Series victory. Now, born in the beautiful community of Brockton, he attended the beautiful and very strategic Manchester Memorial High School in Manchester, New Hampshire, and Eckerd College in St. Petersburg, Florida. Manchester is known for producing a lot of learned people and good athletes. In 76 and 77, he played collegiate summer baseball in the Cape Cod Baseball League for the Falmouth Commanders and the Yarmouth Dennis Red Sox. In 77, he led the CCBL in home runs with 13, was named league MVP, and was also MP of the league All-Star game at Fenway. In 2006, he was inducted into the CCBL Hall of Fame. Now, drafted in the second round of free agent draft in 78, the Yankees noted that Balboni's tremendous power helped them make a decision to draft him. He was named DH in the Sporting News College All-America team in 78. Now, he played in the minors on and off between 78 and 83. In a total of 9 seasons in the minors, he had 239 home runs and drove in 772 runs. He also struck out 930 times. His career minor league batting average was 261. He won the Most Valuable Player Award in 79 with the Fort Lauderdale Yankees of the Florida State League and a Southern League MVP award in 1980 for the Double-A Nashville Sounds. Now, there was some rumor he was going to head to the Blue Jays or even the Expos, but it never came about. He led the league in home runs 6 different seasons, 79, 80, 81, 82, 92, and 93. He led the league in runs batted in 4 seasons, 79 to 81 inclusive, and 92. He led the league in strikeouts in 2 seasons, 79 81, and he homered every 14.6 at-bats, but struck out every 4 at-bats in the minors. Now, he eventually made it to the Yankees in 81. That was, of course, their last playoff year before the modern Yankees dynasty. He wanted to play in the big leagues through 1990 with a short comeback in 93. He played for the Yankees from 81 to 83 until the Rangers traded him along with Roger Erickson to the Royals for Mike Armstrong and Dwayne Dewey. He returned to the Yankees for the 89-90 seasons when the Mariners traded him to the Yankees for Dana Rittenauer. He was the starting first baseman for the Royals from 84 to mid-88 when the Seattle Mariners signed him as a free agent. He only played 1 season in Seattle. Now, in parts of 11 Major League seasons in which he played 960 games, 181 home runs and nearly 500 RBIs. He struck out 856 times, and his batting average was 229, 714 for 3,120, and his OPS was 743. He homered every 17.2 at-bats and struck out every 3.6 at-bats in the major leagues. Now, in 85, he led the American League with 166 strikeouts. He also set the single-season home run mark for the Royals with 36. That record stood until Mike Moustakas surpassed it in 2017. However, that year turned out to be his best season for many reasons. He had career highs in games played, 160, at-bats, 600, hits, 146, runs, 74, doubles, 28, triples, 2, homers, 36, and 88 runs batted in, which he tied in 86. He led the AL first base with 1,686 total chances and 1,572 putouts in 85. He was also the Royals' starting first baseman in the '85 World Series. He batted .320 with 3 RBIs to help the Royals beat the Cardinals, 4 games to 3. He had a key single in the bottom ninth inning of Game 6 as the Royals rallied from a 1-0 deficit to win 2-1 and extend the series to 7 games. He also demonstrated good glove work in the field, something he was not known for doing in his career. After retiring, he moved on to another team known as the Royals, the Florida Mad Royals of Madison, New Jersey. Now, Balboni has been a resident of Berkeley Heights, New Jersey, and he was elected again to another Hall of Fame, the International League Hall of Fame, in 2011. Now, getting a little bit deeper into the curse of Balboni, because I don't know how many people out there really know what we're talking about, but, rough stats, look at it. Now, there was an article in ESPN that they cursed the Bambino, but they're basically saying due to rough stats, anybody team has more than 36 homers are not good at small ball, or relying on that one player. Now, Baseball Reference tells the whole story, and we're going to go very deep, and I think the Yankee numbers are quite interesting. Now, his big mustache kind of came into the room before he came into the room. 81 to 83 with the Yankees. He didn't bat any higher than 286 that first season. However, 83 in limited duty, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs. Kansas City, though, 5 straight 20 home run plus seasons, 28, 36, 29, 24, and 23, and batted in that 207 to 240 range. Now, in a regular full season, 31, 84, 229. So some okay stats. But here's the kicker, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't play in the World Series in '81 with the Yankees, but the postseason batting is very impressive in that '85 World Series. He did nothing against Toronto, only 3 for 25, but against the Cardinals, 8 for 25, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs, had more base on balls than strikeouts. But he struck out against Toronto like crazy 8 times, and I remember him striking out in, I think when he won Game 6 and Game 7, Balboni was pretty well like a non-factor. They weren't going to lose because of Balboni. They lost basically because of pitching. So, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Balboni, my God, what a great time to see him in the league, because he was like, for about 5-6 years, you watch a Kansas City game and you watch George Brett, you watch all the great players. But Balboni, I know this sounds kind of weird, but you watch Butterbean knock out people in the 90s and 2000s, and he was a Butterbean of Major League Baseball. Didn't look like a player. The big mustache, he looked like, a barbershop quartet member. But boys, he could go deep. And like I said, all the stats are there. You're getting 25, 30 home runs for the Kansas City Royals in that era. It's just tremendous. And these, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, a good doubles hitter too. He had a little bit of speed. Unfortunately, only had 1 stolen base in his career, but he could go from first to second. He had that speed. So, I mean, it's pretty impressive. So that's the story of what I consider one of the best folk heroes of modern baseball, Steve Balboni. And it's kind of weird. Like I said, 89 and 90, he knocked out 34 home runs combined those seasons with the Yankees. It was pretty interesting. Anyway, he's short to come back with Texas. He hit 600 and still struck out twice. So he had 5 at bats, 2 strikeouts, 3 hits. Welcome to the camp. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you're doing here, we're what we call our Folk Hero podcast on Major League Baseball in the 80s and 90s. Let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share. Bye.